Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video, I'm going to be answering your questions that you've asked me about Battlefront, Star Wars YouTube, and more. If you've not seen a video like this from me before, what I do is every month or so, I ask you guys to send in your questions that you have about Star Wars, YouTube, Battlefront, all kinds of stuff, and I answer questions on more controversial topics, quite current affairs, topical things going on in the Battlefront community, and more. And we are going to be starting with a highly controversial topic from the past week, and that is BB-8 as a hero. I've had a lot of you guys sending questions. What are your thoughts on BB-8 as a hero? Is it bad? Is it good? So let's just get straight into it. This whole saga that has unfolded in the past week or so has been completely blown out of proportion. These are my honest thoughts. DICE said we would not be getting any new heroes for the foreseeable future. And they surprise us with two heroes that aren't humanoid, but give us something completely different in terms of playstyle and uniqueness to the game. They didn't have to make these come January. No one expected heroes in January. But we are getting two heroes that will be completely different to what anything else we have in the game, and that should be commended. It's free content. Yes, it's not heroes we asked for, but what if, just like Ninem and Greedo, they're very fun. They become fan favourites. The community is always quick to judge when they don't have the gameplay or they haven't played it for themselves. They are going to be support heroes and won't play much like any other hero we have in the game, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they work out with the rest of the game. As much as I would have loved to have seen Poe and Hux one day come to Battlefront 2, the time it takes to make those characters over these droids is a lot more. You have a lot of localization and voice work to do, whereas the droids, they don't have to do that. Also, these droids are heroes, not reinforcements. These would never be reinforcements. BB-8 has been an integral part to the sequel trilogy, doing a lot of work, especially in The Force Awakens. I have no idea how this will affect heroes versus villains, but I think they will work pretty well in game modes like Galactic Assault. Moving on to a new question, Roman V asks, have you bought the Celebration Edition? If you did, is it worth it? So I have the Celebration Edition, but I did not purchase it because I have Origin Access Premier, which gives you the free upgrade for as long as you have the subscription. And what I would say is, before I got the upgrade, I had pretty much all the hero skins bar two of the legendary skins for Han and Lando, the ones that aren't so much in the film, and a bunch of the troop skins for the First Order, Resistance, Rebellion. I only had like two of them unlocked, but I had pretty much all of the Clone Trooper skins. I had the majority of the emotes and victory poses, but not all of them, not like 95% of them. It's ridiculously good value because even if I didn't have the free upgrade, I would have paid the £20 or $25 to upgrade because you're supporting the game, you get all of the rest of the things without spending your credits, you get all of the new reinforcement skins, which totaled like 200,000 credits. On top of that, you get the brand new Last Jedi skins, which will also probably be 40,000 each. According to a user on Reddit, if you bought all of the cosmetics with crystals, it would cost over $800. So for $40 if you're just getting the game, or $25 if you've already had the game, it's ridiculously good value unless you have loads of crystals and credits left, and of course you have majority of the skins and other cosmetics. Relating back to the BB-8 question, a lot of people have been asking, does this mean we are never going to be getting Ahsoka and Ventress? Would you like to see more female characters in the game? And yes, I would. For me, my go-to Clone Wars era pick for the next hero would be Padme. But I know a lot of the community really wants Ahsoka and Ventress. The developers would like that too, as much as they aren't bringing them to the game yet. A lot of them are really big fans of Ahsoka, Rebels, the Clone Wars TV shows. They really are, trust me. And I don't think we will be getting Clone Wars content in February, just because the Clone Wars season starts in February. It's going to last like a couple of months, so I'm pretty sure we will be getting the Clone Wars content probably March or April time, I think. Vortex asks, what got you to commit to become a Battlefront YouTuber? Well, Back in the day, I made videos on tons of different games from Call of Duty to Minecraft to Halo and Titanfall. I was specifically Titanfall for quite some time, and then after Titanfall 1's life cycle ended, it was towards the end of 2014, and we knew a new Battlefront game was coming in 2015. I'd already made Battlefront videos back in 2013 and early 2014, but I was really excited for what was gonna come in 2015. So at the end of 2015, I just made the decision to specifically go all out Star Wars Battlefront. And there wasn't much news for months, and then Star Wars Celebration happened, there was a lot of content, and that's what I did. I was focused just because I had a huge love and excitement for a game, because Battlefront 2 for me was the childhood game of my life, and I just wanted a brand new Battlefront game, and I wanted to show that passion about the game in videos. Bossk619 asks, what are your favourite maps for the prequel, original and sequel trilogies? For the prequels, I am going to go with Galactic Assault Geonosis, and original trilogy, Death Star 2, and sequel trilogy, I will have to go with Starkiller Base. Dude What asks, how do you record the 10 details you may have missed videos? How do you record before and after the updates? So this was a really interesting question and topical, because I've just posted that recent 10 details video, so go check that out if you missed it. Basically what I do is, once we have the patch notes, I take a look at them and I go back into the game and record as much as I can from the patch notes. So let's say, for example, the Emperor Palpatine thing, he doesn't have a crosshair, but we'll get one in 2 days' time, so I'll just record Emperor Palpatine. But if something isn't stated in the patch notes, how do I get footage of it? Well, I have the game on Xbox One, I just never play it on Xbox One, and the update releases 2 hours later on Xbox One. Sometimes I will force my Xbox not to update Battlefront 2, so I'll go into the Xbox version, record gameplay on that after I know the change from the PC version, because I have something that's changed, and then I go back to the Xbox version, get the gameplay of before, and that's how I get my before and after screenshots or gameplay clips if they aren't in the patch notes. Esri Cheeseway asks, what does DICE need to fix to get people to play dead game modes like Starfighter Assault? And ChaoticAlex does say, do you think more content should be added to Starfighter Assault? So here's the harsh reality. Even if DICE spent good time making good Starfighter Assault content, the game modes would not have the legs to last much longer. It would require substantial months of regular content. And if I'm honest, there is a lot of people in the community that, even if new content was added to the game mode, don't like the game mode. Some people just don't like flying. Some people don't care about starfighters. People play Battlefront for the shooter aspect of it. The heroes as well. They just don't care about starfighters. It's more of a niche thing. DICE should add something to the game mode to maybe gauge how many people join that game mode or join Extraction. Energy Blast Productions ask, what would you rather have, more Clone Commando skins or Darth Maul skins? Well, seeing as we do have Clone Commando skins, this is really easy. Darth Maul skins, simply. I know the Clone Commando skins aren't great, and I would like to see better ones, but why would we have more of Clone Commando skins when Darth Maul still does not have a skin? An interesting question from the Derp of Swag 702. How do you think the community would feel about animals that could fight the player in-game in Battlefront 2? The original had it, and it was fun and gave you something else to worry about besides enemies. I'd love other hazards in the game. Great question. Absolutely, there should be more hazards. Felucia had that to an extent with the plants, and it makes perfect sense there. It would screw with the balance a little bit, and I think it would have to have a lot of balance thought put into it. Will Black asks, when do you think DICE will stop updating Battlefront 2? This is a good question, and no one probably has the answer, even DICE and EA themselves, because they're in a weird situation. The game isn't making money, but the game is thriving, and at the end of next year, when you'd probably think they'd stop updating the game, new consoles are coming out. This means there'll be plenty of new people that want to take advantage of the new generation of consoles from Xbox and PlayStation, and this would allow DICE to do some pretty incredible stuff with the new hardware. And then going into 2021, I think they'll focus on bigger and better stuff, Battlefront Gamer asks, would you like to see Hero Hunt return? Yes. I was one of those people that didn't really enjoy Hero Hunt for quite some time, and then I got really into it, but by that time it was really hard to find games. And even as a limited time game mode, it would be interesting to see how it goes with the better hero combat, the more heroes there are as options now in the game. I think it would be pretty cool. Thank you very much for your questions and watching until the end of this video. I really appreciate it. Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on anything I've discussed in this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't around here, and check out any of the 2 previous videos on the screen if you did miss them, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.